Does this system in particular require somebody who's, been in the league a while, veteran, smart?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's. I mean, any system you really want to have a guy that really is a heady player, knows schematics and all that stuff at the center position, and he's someone that all the guys in the room trust. Nobody's ever second guessing whatever he has to say, and he gets everybody lined up, and he's kind of like the captain of the O-line there in the middle. Kind of sets the table for everybody as far as protections and run game and all that stuff. And I like to pride myself on being knowledgeable and hardworking guy, but that guy outworks me. I mean, he's always studying, different looks and all that stuff. So all the work he's put in, hopefully they're able to see that and keep him here.
You talked in the summer how impressed you were initially with Kyle and how he handled meetings and his approach and everything like that. How did that manifest itself for us?
I mean, kind of saw it at the end of the year here. It was a season where we started out 0-9 and no one was where we wanted to be, and the season was kind of not looking very fun, but he was able to stay the course, and I think his first head coaching year is very, very impressive because of what he had to go through. I mean, it was no success early for him, and he was able to build a locker room that was 2-14 the previous year, and going through an 0-9 start, and still had us believing. And I think you saw that in the second half of the season, and when the locker room comes together and really believes in their head coach and what we're doing here and what we can do. That's why this year was so special. I mean, 6-10 at the end of the season, but I don't think there's a team in the NFL that would want to see us right now in the playoffs. And we just got to carry that momentum into the off season and continue to work like we did this year at the second half. And we're excited about next year. No, I'm looking. Eric's giving me faces.
I know.
Yeah.
Clearly not tall enough to have that eye contact.
Yeah. Okay. What was
What
the
do you
question?
see from the right side of your line with Trent Brown being out? Those guys stepping in.
Yeah, I mean, Zane was asked to play a position that he hadn't played really the whole entire, his whole career really. I don't think he's played extensively at tackle position. I thought he did a really great job. He's very consistent as far as that kind of comes from his preparation as well. He's a guy that's always worked. No matter, he was starting week 1 and then got benched and still continued to prepare and work as if he was getting ready to play every single week. And then, that mentality really helped him when he was making the transition to right tackle. And I thought he played really well and stabilized that position for us with Trent being out. So, and then Fusco is, I believe, a free agent after this year too. And he's some guy. He's a guy that's continued to get better this whole entire. I think as an offensive line, we really started to hit our stride in the second half of the year. Guys were getting more consistent with the scheme and what we were being asked to do, and how our specific blocks fit into the schematics of everything. And I think we were playing pretty good football.
Is that how long it takes, do you think, with this offense?
It's just any offense, really. Even when we had Harbaugh's scheme, and Harbaugh was, it's just power, really, But there's so many little intricacies, and getting on the same page with your running backs, and the running backs are kind of figuring out the scheme and learning blocks. So definitely, you'd like it just to take OTA and training camp and be ready to go week 1, but that's not the. See you, Logan. Hey, man. It's been a pleasure. So it's great guy. He's awesome. But it's gonna take a while. Because you have to have those game reps and everything. So yeah.
Can you talk a little about this draft class and the
They've been so impressive. In my 11 years, I haven't seen a draft class like this, and that's a credit to the front office of bringing the right kind of guys in this locker room. Just a bunch of hard-working guys. They come in with any kind of entitlement from college of what they did, previously. That, unfortunately, we kind of see a lot as I get older. Maybe I'm just like an old man, just grumpy and probably and yelling at a cloud, like young kids these days. But these guys have just come in and really bought in and worked really, really hard. I like to use Adrian Colbert as a prime example of just like the whole draft class as a whole. Some guy, a guy that was drafted 7th round, coming into offseason, not really, a whole lot's expected of a 7th round pick, but came in every single day, was first guy in, last guy out, and that's a cliche, but it really was true with him. I mean, he really was. I mean, every single day I'd get here, he was already here for like an hour, just working on anything he could do. And then his opportunity came to play, and he really just stepped up and took advantage of it. And I mean, the whole entire draft class is filled with guys like that. I mean, guys that just really love football, love working, and it's just really exciting to see that base being built here with guys like that.
The mentality of the locker room with all those losses surprised you at all? Because it was so positive.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah, it's. I've never experienced anything like that, and I don't think anybody else has really, because, I mean, if you look, the statistics of teams that start, and I didn't learn this until the day before the game on Saturday, but teams that have started 0-9, the most wins that they've had in the whole entire season was 3. They finished with 3 was the record in the NFL, history of the NFL, and we finished with 6. And I think that is a huge part of the locker room that we had here. I mean, nobody was pointing me. I was sitting here and we were 0-8 and I were 0-9. I was telling you guys, like, I'm still excited. My mind hasn't changed because of the locker room. I mean, the guys are special and the guys want to work. And no one was pointing fingers. There was no division between the offense and defense of who was doing their job, who wasn't, and that's very easy to fall into because you want to protect yourself as a person. It's not my fault, it's someone else's fault, but everybody was kind of looking at themselves, and I think that, especially with the young team that we had, a lot of injuries, and I have a lot of rookies step up and play significant roles, and it's pretty rare to have a lot of maturity from a lot of the young guys in this team, and that's another reason why we're really excited about what we have going right now.
Coming off these last couple of years, do you feel reinvigorated?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I feel really good, really excited. Yeah, I mean, you were to ask me that question week 6, that would have been hard for me to answer that. I was feeling the vibes of the locker room, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's a results business, and definitely want to have those wins in the win column. But just what we were able to do the second half of the year is so so special. So it really is a shame that the season's ending.
What did Dan do to win the McKittrick?
Just being Dan. I mean, he could have won it many years. I mean, he's just such a hardworking dude, very consistent. Just everything you want as a teammate. Something you can count on every single day. The guy gives everything he has in practice. Never takes a meeting off. Never takes a workout off. The guy's exactly what you look for in an offensive lineman. And then his play is elevated as he's gone along this year too. And he's played at a really high level for us as the season's gone on, and done a lot of great things for us, and allowed us to have some success that we were having at the end of the year.
How does a coaching staff keep things together when no one starts, especially new coaching staff? Is it just the fact that Kyle's always never too high, never too low? I mean, what is it that?
Yeah, I think there's a lot that goes into it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure exactly like the specifics of what it was, but I think it really just starts with the people that he's brought in, and the people that he's identified as being people that he wants to have in the locker room, because that's the big role of the head coach is to kind of mediate all that stuff and make sure that expectations are tempered when you're doing well, and the confidence is still high when you're not, and I think that he's done a great job of that. And also the people that he's brought in have every single day he's practiced really hard and control what we can control.